In today's hyperconnected world, the Internet of Things, or IoT, has revolutionized the way we live and work. From smart homes to industrial automation, IoT devices have become ubiquitous. However, with this connectivity comes a new frontier of cybersecurity challenges. In this video, we'll explore the critical importance of IoT security and how both consumers and businesses can safeguard their connected devices from cyber threats.
To start off, could you shed some light on the cybersecurity challenges posed by the proliferation of IoT devices?
Certainly. One of the biggest challenges is the sheer volume of IT devices entering the market. Many of these devices lack robust security measures, making them vulnerable to attacks. Common vulnerabilities include insecure default settings, outdated firmware, and inadequate authentication mechanisms.
Hackers often exploit these weaknesses to gain unauthorized access to sensitive data or even take control of the devices themselves. So, what can consumers and businesses do to protect their IoT devices?
One key strategy is network segmentation, which involves dividing your network into separate zones to limit the impact of a potential breach. Additionally, encryption should be used to secure data in transit and at rest. Regular security audits can also help identify and address vulnerabilities before they're exploited by malicious actors.
By implementing these best practices, users can significantly enhance the security of their IoT ecosystem.
Looking ahead, we're seeing a greater emphasis on proactive security measures, such as threat intelligence and behavior analytics. Additionally, there's a growing demand for standardized security protocols across IT devices to ensure interoperability and consistency.
In conclusion, as our reliance on IoT devices continues to grow, it's crucial to prioritize cybersecurity. Whether you're a consumer or a business owner, taking proactive steps to secure your IoT devices can help mitigate the risks of cyber threats. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and together, we can build a safer and more secure IoT ecosystem. Now, let's delve deeper into the realm of IoT security and explore some additional strategies to safeguard connected devices. Firstly, conducting a thorough risk assessment is paramount. By identifying potential vulnerabilities in your IoT devices and networks, you can proactively understand and mitigate risks effectively. Next, when purchasing IoT devices, prioritize vendors who emphasize security, provide regular updates, and have a strong track record of addressing security issues promptly. Implementing network segmentation is another crucial step. By setting up separate VLANs for IoT devices, you can isolate them from other devices on the network, limiting the impact of potential breaches. Utilize monitoring tools or services to track network traffic and detect any unusual or suspicious activities, which could indicate a security breach. Review and adjust privacy settings on your IoT devices and apps to control data collection and sharing, ensuring sensitive information remains protected. Physical security is equally important. Keep physical access to your devices restricted to prevent unauthorized tampering. Continuously monitor your IoT devices and network traffic for anomalies or unexpected behavior. This proactive approach is key to staying ahead of potential attacks. Look for IoT devices that comply with recognized security standards, such as the IoT Cybersecurity Improvement Act or similar international standards, to ensure a baseline level of security. Promote a culture of security awareness within your organization to ensure everyone understands the importance of IoT security and follows best practices diligently. Lastly, conduct regular security audits or penetration testing on your network and devices to identify vulnerabilities before they're exploited by attackers. By incorporating these additional strategies into your IoT security approach, you can enhance the protection of your connected devices and networks against cyber threats effectively. Remember, proactive measures today can prevent costly breaches tomorrow. Now, let's take a closer look at some common types of IoT devices that are particularly vulnerable to cyber threats. Smart home devices, including cameras, thermostats, and door locks, are often targeted by hackers due to their connectivity and potential access to personal spaces. Industrial control systems, used in settings like infrastructure and manufacturing, face significant risks due to their critical role in essential processes. Wearable devices, such as fitness trackers and smartwatches, are vulnerable to attacks, especially if they collect sensitive health data. Connected medical devices, like pacemakers and insulin pumps, are susceptible to attacks that could have life-threatening consequences if compromised. Smart cars, equipped with IoT capabilities, are targets for cyber threats that could result in remote control of critical functions like brakes or steering systems. Even seemingly innocuous devices like smart TVs and household appliances may lack robust security measures, making them vulnerable to unauthorized access or control. Public infrastructure devices, including those used in traffic lights or energy grids, are potential targets for cyber attacks that could disrupt essential services. Public infrastructure devices, including those used in traffic lights or energy grids, are potential targets for cyber attacks that could disrupt essential services. Environmental monitoring devices, such as IoT sensors, can be targeted to manipulate data or disrupt systems reliant on accurate environmental data. Retail point-of-sale systems, including self-checkout kiosks and inventory management systems, are vulnerable to attacks that could compromise customer data. These examples highlight the diverse range of IoT devices facing cybersecurity risks. Whether due to weak security measures, outdated firmware, or lack of encryption, it's crucial for both consumers and businesses to be aware of these vulnerabilities. By understanding these risks and implementing robust security practices, we can protect our IoT devices from potential cyber threats effectively. Now, let's explore some key strategies individuals can follow to protect their personal IoT devices from cyber threats. Firstly, before purchasing any IoT device, it's essential to research its security features, encryption capabilities, and the reputation of the manufacturer. Regularly updating devices is crucial. Enable automatic updates whenever possible or manually check for updates regularly to ensure you receive security patches addressing vulnerabilities exploited by hackers. Secure your network by using a strong and unique password for your Wi-Fi network, enabling firewalls, and considering setting up a separate network for IoT devices or using a VPN for added encryption. Monitor device activity regularly for any signs of compromise or unusual behavior. Check logs, alerts, and permissions to detect unauthorized access or changes in settings. Disable any unused features on your IoT devices to reduce the attack surface and limit potential vulnerabilities. Only enable features when needed. Stay informed about the latest IoT security trends and threats, and share knowledge with family, friends, and colleagues to raise awareness about cybersecurity best practices. Ensure data and access are encrypted, and implement two-factor authentication, 2FA, for an additional layer of security. Install security software on your devices to add extra layers of protection against malware and cyber threats. Conduct regular security audits to review settings for anomalies and ensure that your devices are secure from potential attacks. By implementing these proactive measures, individuals can significantly enhance the security of their personal IoT devices and mitigate the risks associated with cyber threats effectively. Take charge of your IoT security today. Implement these strategies to protect your connected devices. Don't wait until it's too late, safeguard your digital world now. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video to more information.